People just think it happened overnight.
Looking back now, the signs were there.
If someone would have just listened to me, we could have avoided this whole thing.
I don't think our friendship will ever be the same.
They have no idea what we went through.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. Is this on?
All good.
Okay. Where am I supposed to look?
Most people have no idea where any of this came from. They see pictures of these elaborate displays and assume that's how it's always been. But it really started because the ladies' conference was growing and there simply weren't enough restrooms for ladies' conference weekend. Somewhere along the way, someone thought, well, if we're going to use them, we might as well decorate them. At first, it was pretty simple. A few decorations, maybe some flowers, a little creativity, but year after year, it just kept growing.
I figured they'd eventually hit a limit. Turns out, there wasn't one.
I honestly don't think there was one moment. It just slowly evolved.
One year, someone built this unbelievable display, and then everyone's thinking, well, how are we going to top that? And somehow the next year, someone actually did.
Robert, or most people know me as Bobby Waterman. It started pretty innocently. A few cars here or there. Then every evening there were more. The lights were on way past midnight. I'd look over there at 11 o'clock, still on. 12:30, still on. One night I thought, whatever's happening over there must be really important.
The week before conference, I would try to sneak out Wednesday night after church. It would start with just holding a ladder or help somebody move a piece of furniture, and then 4 hours later, somebody had to tell them that no, another extension cord is not the answer.
People started planning months in advance. You'd hear a rumor about somebody starting to collect decorations in January for a conference in August. Husbands were recruited to build things they probably had never imagined building. Every year, people kept raising the bar.
There was drilling, there was sawing, hammering. At one point I was convinced they were adding a new wing.
The golden plunger. Before that, people decorated because it was fun. Once there was a trophy and a cash prize, suddenly there were expectations. Commandments, actually.
Next thing I know, there's lumber and spray glue all over the lobby, and somebody's asking if I have a table saw. I'm not saying people became competitive, but they definitely became invested.
This one year, someone somehow managed to get half a car inside the restroom. An actual car. Not a cardboard cutout, we did that one year. Not a foam board car, we did that too. But half of a real car. With a horn! I wish we would have thought of that.
I watched 3 grown women carrying 3 bodies from a trunk of a car into the building. I about called the police, but then I realized they was just made out of paper mache. They were laughing, then they were arguing, and then they were laughing again. I figured whatever mission they were on, they were committed.
You don't realize how passionate people are until they're put in this situation.
I did not know what they were doing, but I knew Hobby Lobby was having a good month.
We always knew this couldn't go on forever.
I knew it meant that the competition would probably come to an end. Of course. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I volunteered immediately.
Of course, the renovations needed to happen, but just, it's still kind of bittersweet. It's funny, they're just bathrooms, but they hold a lot of memories.
I may have enjoyed the demolition more than decorating, but I'll miss watching everyone else enjoy it.
Honestly, I don't think it was about winning. I know we all joked about it, the trophy, the prize money, but what I remember the most is working together. There were ladies painting signs late into the night, spray gluing posters together, borrowing decorations, helping each other hang organza from the ceiling. It became one of those traditions that just brought people together.